Shubha, the Barthaila, it is showing something a participant has enabled closed captioning.
Which one, ma'am?
In my screen, it is showing a participant has enabled closed captioning. Who can see this transcript? Something like that.
1 minute. Ma'am, I'm live streaming.
Okay.
1 minute. Ma'am, I stopped it just because I was doing live streaming now.
Hello everyone, this is Soundarya from 3rd year BMLT. And you see, this is my college, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, the place where my career will take off soon.
Your college?
I mean,
this is our college. Stopped it just because I was doing live streaming.
Hello everyone. This is Soundarya from 3rd year BMLT. And you see, this is my college, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, the place where my career will take off soon.
Institution is inspired by Swami Vivekananda with the sole objective of imparting the finest education to our students.
Hello everyone, this is Soundarya from 3rd year BMLT. And you see, this is my college, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, the place where my career will take off soon. I mean,
Academic excellence with the sole objective of imparting the finest education to our students.
And that makes us a big apart from other regular institutions.
hello everyone, this is Soundarya from 3rd year BMLT. And you see, this is my college, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, the place where my career will take off soon. I mean, hello everyone, this is Soundarya from 3rd year BMLT. And you see, this is my college, Padma Shri Group of Institutions, the place where my career will take off soon.
Your college?
I mean,
This is our college.
This renowned educational institution, located at Kengeri, Bangalore, was established in 1996 by Dr. Ashwath Narayan. The vision of the institution is inspired by Swami Vivekananda with the sole objective of imparting the finest education to our students.
The academic excellence, passion and dedication from faculty of Padma Shri Group of Institutions attracts students across the world, and that makes us a league apart from other regular institutions.
Teachers always make us feel comfortable and listen to our concerns, and they are eager to clear our doubts.
Courses what we offer are in the specialties of physiotherapy, medical lab technology, hospital administration, public health, clinical research, nursing, commerce, management. The courses being offered at Padma Shri are mainly affiliated to two universities, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences and Bangalore University.
All our labs are equipped with the latest apparatus, enabling us to conduct experiments to acquire scientific knowledge. In our library, we have all the books that are needed to clear our most complicated doubts in great detail.
Here at Padma Shri, sports is given the same level of importance as academics. I can pursue both without having to compromise.
Hostel for me is like a second home where I get care, comfort, and safety, so I can study without any fuss.
Besides being a place to eat, the mess hall is also a place to chit-chat and sometimes do our last-minute revisions. Graduation day is a celebration of all the time and energy you have put into earning your degree before you step out into the world and make it your own. I love taking part in cultural activities here. You can pursue music, dance or drama. You can either entertain others or be entertained. An exemplary NCC unit inculcating in our students with a sense of duty, discipline, and leadership qualities.
Education plays a major role in a person's life. Choosing a right college and right course is very important. We at Padma Shri inspire to excel.
Good morning, ma'am. I think it's time to start. Shall we, ma'am?
Yes.
Dhanya? Shubha, Ishuran sir has joined and Chennai sir is also joined, I think. Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Ishwaran. Good morning, Chennai sir.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Danya, unmute yourself.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and participants present here. A very warm welcome to today's webinar on rewarding career options. My name is Danya HM. I'm an assistant professor in Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences, Bangalore, and I'll be guiding you through our program today. First and foremost, I would like to welcome authorities of Padma Shri Group of Institutions, Mr. T.K. Narayanappa, Managing Trustee, Mr. Satish, Chairman, Dr. Rajesh Shenoy, Director, and Dr. Anuradha M., Principal of Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences for this webinar. Their commitment to provide valuable career guidance and opening doors to new opportunity is truly commendable. I welcome our esteemed speakers, Professor S.S. Ishwaran and Mr. Ezil, for this webinar. And it's wonderful to see so many passionate individuals joining us from different corners of the world, all connected by the power of technology. I welcome you all. Today, we have gathered here to explore a multitude of rewarding career options that will help us thrive in the fast-changing landscape of work. It helps individuals explore their options, make informed decisions, align their skills with opportunities, set goals, adapt to changes, and also ultimately create a fulfilling professional life. Our esteemed panel of experts will be sharing their knowledge, experiences, and insights on various paths that lead to success and personal fulfillment. Before we proceed, let me take a moment to ensure that everyone is comfortable with the webinar platform. If you have any technical difficulties, please feel free to utilize the chat box or question and answer feature so that our technical support team will assist you promptly. And also during the webinar, we encourage active participation and engagement from all attendees. We will reserve time for queries after each presentation, and also we urge you to make use of this platform to interact with the panelists. Now it's my great pleasure to call up our esteemed director, Dr. Rajesh Shenoy, who has been guiding Padma Shri Group of Institutions towards excellence to achieve full potential. We are honored to have you with us today, sir. I request you to share a special message for this webinar and boost our participants' enthusiasm. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Danya. It gives me an immense pleasure to be part of this activity, the webinar, What Next? What next is a very crucial question for usually those who have completed their 12th, because there are a lot of options available, plus it also depends upon where you want to study, what you want to study. It was not like the earlier days where you had only restricted opportunities like medicine, dental, or arts or commerce. But now you have the variety of subjects, and you can pursue your passion, whatever you are interested in. So this makes a very interesting topic for all to explore, whether you join any of the courses at Padma Shri or not, but gaining knowledge about new subjects, new courses is very important to further your career interests. So I request everybody to make the best use of this opportunity and see what are the options available for you, what are the things which excite you, where you like to learn. So come and be a part of Padma Shri family. And I thank Dr. Anuradha and their faculty for having this program, and also the speakers who were part of this event. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing such an insightful and inspiring message, sir. We sincerely appreciate your presence and valuable message you have conveyed. Your words have resonated with all of us. Thank you, sir. Now let's delve into our exciting agenda for today. We have curated a lineup of speakers who will shed light on a range of rewarding career options and provide valuable insights on how to navigate the future successfully. Let me introduce our first speaker, Professor S.S. Ishwaran, Academic Dean at Biocon Academy, Bangalore. Professor is a renowned expert in the field of microbiology, counseling and psychotherapy, marketing management, and management development program. He is currently serving as Academic Dean in Biocon Academy. Also, he is a member of Board of Studies in various esteemed institutions. Professor will be sharing his valuable insights on exploring passion and potential towards shaping future. We are thrilled to have Sir join us today, and I'm certain we'll all benefit from his expertise. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Danya, and thank you, the principal, for this opportunity, and Dr. Indu for inviting me. when she invited me to talk about career opportunities, I thought it is the regular, the regular talk we generally give to the students on the career opportunities that are available after they complete their, PUC. But when I received the invitation was very different. So I understood the expectation is not around the regular career talk. So first of all, I would like to quickly check if I'm audible to all of you, if anyone can confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because by the end, if you come back and say you are not audible, then it's too late to do that. So, okay. So when I received the invitation, I quickly realized that it is not the same career talk what is being expected. And I'm not at all surprised, because this is not the first time I'm interacting through Padma Shri institutions. And every time when I get an opportunity to talk to the students of Padma Shri Institute, every time they put me in the pressure of thinking. So this is not the first time they put me in this type of pressure. So when we say career, I really don't want to give any long talk on what are the subjects you can study after you have completed your PUC or +2 or whatever you have studied. But essentially, I would like to touch upon some of the areas which will make you a very good person in life, number one. And number two, moving forward to have a rewarding career. So this term rewarding career is a very, very catchy term, because rewarding career is not something we generally talk about to the youngsters who have just completed a PUC course. And it is really a good idea to start thinking about it, start talking about it when they're that young, because they are not even ready for a career. So when they are not ready for the career, when you start talking about how to have a rewarding career, then it makes a very long impact in whatever they do as a part of their course, whether 3 years degree course or as per NEP, the 4 years degree course, and followed by a post-graduation course and so on. So I'd like to start with the thought on this particular thing, like the rewarding career. This brings me to the memory of the general quotation, start with end in mind, begin with end in mind. So when you begin with end in mind, which means that you already know exactly why you would like to do that, because it's very, very important. We are in a very exciting stage in the science and technology. The science and technology today is allowing you to do so many things we never dreamt of when we were studying science and technology back 3 or 4 decades. 3 or 4 decades back. Now, the science and technology is allowing you to do, I'm always keeping these two terms together, science and technology, for a specific reason I'll tell you in the next few minutes. Today, the science and technology is allowing you to do many exciting things. It is not just about discovering medicines for new disease, or even finding out how the new diseases are coming up. It's not just that. When it comes to the science and technology, science is allowing you to understand how to actually make a new life or new being. So when I say new life or new being, now the tools of the science is allowing you to create a recombinant DNA, or you can have a recombinant, or you can have a genetically modified organism. So this genetic modification in general used to happen in nature, by nature, which means there used to be some mutation, and after the mutation, then because of natural selection, I'm sure you might have studied about this in your +2 or PUC, about how actually evolution happened because of the change in genetic structure, which favored some of the organisms, and then how natural selection selects some of the survival of the fittest, and then a new species becomes or comes into existence. Now, that to happen, it used to take millions of years. But in today's science and technology, you have the ability to create site-directed mutation. You have the ability to create a genetically modified organism. And this genetically modified organism or a site-directed mutated organism can become a new species by itself, which means you have the ability to create a being. When you have such an ability to create being, I'm not only talking about human beings, but also on the other side, as I told you, in technology, you have the ability to create a very new competency to the machine. So far, we were thinking that computers should be used, cannot be utilized. But the time has changed. Now we are utilizing the computer by giving its ability to think through artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning, which means we are in an exciting stage where these two things come hand in hand, that is biological sciences and computational sciences. So with this type of tools and technologies in our hand, it is very important that all of us should be extremely responsible in nature. When I say responsible in nature, when you are asking a question, what is that you want to do after your PUC, after your +2 to start with, it is also a good idea to understand why you would like to do it. For instance, if you're asking yourself a question, what is that I'm going to do next? Normally the question comes is, or the answer comes is some of the courses like microbiology or biotechnology or biochemistry or food technology or forensic science, or so on and so forth, right? So when you are getting these answers, don't immediately ask the next question, how am I going to enroll myself into that? Before getting to the how part, spend a little bit time in understanding why you would like to do that, which means whatever you are doing or whatever you are planning to do, whatever you are designing to do, should have a clear sense of purpose. This sense of purpose is very, very important in the long run. This sense of purpose will allow you to create a very meaningful journey in your life. When I say meaningful journey in your life, I'm not only talking about your career, in general, how to be a good person, how to be a resourceful person, how to be a good human being. For you to get there, it is very important to understand why you are doing certain things you are doing. Okay, please don't worry about this background noise. It is my dog who is making this noise. Okay, so basically it is very important to know why you are choosing to do certain course, because it is very important that you want to be a very responsible person. We'll stop this portion for a moment and we will come to what are the things you need for you to be successful in your, not only in your education, but moving forward in your early career as well as in your late career. We generally call this as a skill composition. Skill composition means what are the things you bring along with you. There are 3 things you will bring along with you, or you will take along with you, which will allow others to identify you. It is not the name which is going to identify you, because there can be multiple Rahuls, or there can be multiple Snehas, and there could be multiple Devanshis, right? So the name alone is not an identity. What is the value which you are bringing to others when you are interacting with others? This is going to be your identity. When this is going to be your identity, please remember, there are 3 or 4 things I would like you to carry along with you. Number 1, the basic cognitive skills. When I say basic cognitive skills, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are learning, please try to reason it out. Cognition is all about understanding and reasoning. When you want to reason it out, it is but natural that you will ask a question, why? If you are seeing a leaf, quickly ask a few questions. Why this leaf is broad? Why this leaf is green? Why this leaf is upright? Why this leaf is a part of a plant? So more and more questions you ask on why, then you are getting more reasons out of it. When you get more reasons out of it, your cognitive ability becomes extremely high, which means that you are not studying something as an individual entity, but you're trying to study something as a part of the overall ecosystem. When you start studying everything as a part of the overall ecosystem, you normally become a very responsible human being. I'll give you an example. For instance, if you are crossing a tree, and if you are thinking that the tree is nothing but an extended lungs for you, because the tree is the one which is actually recycling the carbon dioxide to oxygen and replenishing oxygen into the air, and we are breathing that air, which means the trees are nothing but the extended lungs for us. If you understand the tree is extended lung for us, the tree is not only an extended lung for human being, but also for all being, which means that the way you are going to treat the tree is completely different from now when compared to the earlier. It is very important that you have to hesitate to break a branch of a tree now, because you are not just breaking a branch of a tree, you are breaking a small portion of your lungs. Maybe your one bubble of your alveoli is removed. So this is, we call it as a cognitive skill. You have the ability to reason out everything and connect with one to other thing, so that you know that you are not an individual entity, but you are a part of a large system, an ecosystem. The second is the social skills. Please remember, when you are entering into the career as an undergrad or a postgrad or into the job, you are not going to work with only your own type of people. You may work with different type of people. You should be extremely inclusive in nature. You don't have to be judgmental at all. There is no question called as right or wrong. I know you might have studied some of the philosophers saying that there is nothing called as right or wrong in this world. It is only $1 million question whether you are prepared for that or not. Which means that what is right for you can be wrong for others, and something which is wrong for others could be right for you. So please do not be judgmental. It is very important that you are completely inclusive in nature. You go inclusive with everybody. When you are sitting with another person, please don't judge that person from where he is coming from, what is the state he belongs to, what is the language he speaks, what is the culture he is coming from, what is the socioeconomic status he or she is coming from, doesn't matter at all. Another human being is interacting with you as a bunch of emotions. So this is called as the social skills. The third, the physical fitness. Please pay attention to physical fitness. I'm sure Padma Shri institutions is providing such a opportunity to build you as a holistic person. Padma Shri is not only involved in only the education, it is supporting sports, it is supporting the physical activities in various possible ways, which means you can have a very holistic development as a part of your general or your personal development. When I say holistic development, physical fitness is very, very important. In general, we say that only if the canvas is very firm, then only the art which is drawn on the canvas is really good. If the canvas is not strong, if the canvas is not plain, if the canvas is not fit, then the art which we are making on the canvas is also reflecting the same thing. So it is very important to make the canvas very fit. And I'm saying canvas, I'm talking about your physique. So physical fitness is very important. Physical fitness does not only include what is that you are going to do to just build your body. It is also very important what are the things you are going to avoid to keep the fitness of the body. So both things are very important. These three are the non-scientific areas which are very important from a skill composition perspective. And finally, the fourth one is the domain knowledge. When I say domain knowledge, this is when you are connecting yourself with your goals. If your goal is to become a forensic scientist, if your goal is to become a good biotechnologist, if your goal is to become a good microbiologist, a good management person, whatever be the goal you have to connect your goal to your domain knowledge. When I say domain knowledge, you have to acquire as much as possible. Please remember, today, the ability to gather knowledge, the ability to learn science, to learn things is extremely high. The ways and means are extremely high. Gone are those days when we used to go to a library and go into the periodicals, go into the books to learn things. This time is gone. Now you have the technology in your palm. Now the next generation technology is going to be wearable technologies, wearable devices. When you say wearable devices, you don't even have to read. You have to just ask a question to Wikipedia, can you please tell me about Padma Shri institutions? When you just ask that, automatically it is going to be there in your ears. It is going to tell you what is that you want to learn about. If you are a visual person, in your palm, you will be able to see the video. You don't need a device at all, which means you are moving towards a completely device-free technology. We call it as a wearable technology, which means the domain is becoming so specialized to actually improve the way the people learn things. And the important point of learning things is to increase the way or increase the quality of life the people actually do. Okay. So the domain knowledge, this is very, very important. This is the skill composition, the cognitive skills, the social skills, physical fitness, and domain knowledge. So in whatever way you can improve your domain knowledge. I'm sure all of you know that it is not only the Google. Now the next technology has come, ChatGPT. So again, I bring back the question, when you are getting more and more tools to learn, please be responsible with the tools on how to learn and what to learn. That is very, very important. These are the things which will make you a good person or a good material to start off with, to learn, to start to learn. How to learn, what to learn, that is exactly we saw. Then there are certain skills which will allow you, I'll give just 2 examples of skills, which will allow you to be a very, very efficient person. Efficient person will have a rewarding career. I'm moving towards your career from now on. For you to have a very good career, to have a rewarding career, 2 things are very, very important. In your toolkit, please remember to have these 2, if not everything else, or in addition to everything else. One is critical thinking. Critical thinking means when you are taking a decision, please do not take a decision with only one data point, or because of your emotions, or because of reference of somebody else. You collect the data or facts about that particular thing on which you are going to decide. You should have multiple data points. When you have multiple data points, you have a lot of things to think about. When you have a lot of things to think about, you draw lines to understand how one is connected to other. Once you understand how one is connected to other, I'll give you an example. For example, let's say you want to do biotechnology. When you want to do biotechnology, it is very important for you to know what are the subjects that are dealt in biotechnology. I'm sure by now you know biotechnology is not a basic science. It is a faculty by itself. It is extremely interdisciplinary faculty. It is also a multidisciplinary faculty, which means that if you want to be a good biotechnologist, you should be a good microbiologist. You should be a good zoologist. You should be a good botanist. You should be a good molecular biologist. You should be a good immunologist. You should be a good virologist. You should be a good environmental biologist, which means that if you want to become a biotechnologist, which means that internally you have data points to understand 5 different things or 10 different things you have to study if you want to become a successful biotechnologist. Which also brings to the point in terms of understanding for all the sciences you want to study. For instance, you want to study microbiology. When you want to study microbiology, it is not that you are becoming only a microbiologist. As I told you, microbiology is also a part of biotechnology, which also means that you are also a biotechnologist. If you are studying immunology, you are not just an immunologist, you are a part of biotechnologist. You are a biotechnologist also, you are an immunologist also. So we have come to a point where everything is converging to a single point. When it is converging to a single point, you have to be a very, very critical thinker. You have to think critically, use decisions, you have to use facts and data points before you take any decision. Think critically, number 1. Number 2, think out of box. Please do not get carried away with the mundane type of thoughts. When I'm saying mundane type of thoughts, I'm talking about thoughts from my generation. My generation are tuned to think in certain way, right? We always think about whether my thinking is right or wrong. We could not get out of the point of this right or wrong thing. You have to get out. You have to absolutely just get out and understand whether it is bringing a solution or not. When you are thinking of whether it is bringing a solution or not, the solution need not be a part of your regular thinking. It can be completely out of the box. There are so many scientific developments. There are so many scientific evolution has happened because of thinking out of the box. If you want to become an entrepreneur, please remember, when it is a rewarding career, it is not only that you have to be a job seeker. You can be a job provider. That is also a rewarding career. You can start your own company. Again, we are in the very exciting stage where government is extremely supportive of supporting the entrepreneurship. If you have an idea to bring about a product or a service, this is the time. Take the risk. When you want to take the risk, government is ready to support you in terms of money, in terms of time, in terms of resource. So please keep that in your mind when you are beginning your study itself, that you don't have to be only a job seeker. You can be a job provider also. For that, you have to have this ability of thinking out of the box. These are the two very important things which will take you very successfully throughout your undergraduation and post-graduation. After you have joined the job, is learning complete? Unfortunately, the answer is no. Again, your learning journey starts. Your learning journey will start in two different ways, upskilling and cross-skilling. You have to keep acquiring different skills when you have joined into a job. You have to find out how to use artificial intelligence in biotechnology, how to use machine learning in diagnostics, how to use deep learning in solving certain problems in microbiology or biotechnology in diseases. Okay, so which means that more and more you learn, there is a possibility to learn. This is called as upskilling. When you start learning, when you are acquiring the knowledge from different fraternity, then it is called as cross-skilling. So to quickly summarize, today we are in the inflection point where you have the ability to use multiple tools very efficiently. Various tools are available, platforms are available for you to learn. So first ask yourself, what do you would like to do by learning this? Why you would like to learn certain things, what you learn. This why is very important. Then think about the skill composition, cognitive skills, social skills, physical fitness, domain knowledge. This will allow you to give a good start in your undergraduation and to become a good socialized person. When you are doing your course, please be a critical thinker and think out of the box. After your completion of your undergraduation, post-graduation, when you are getting into a job, if you want the job to be really rewarding, please think of upskilling yourself and cross-skilling yourself. Okay, please remember, you are not in silos because all the signs are in congruence to solve problems of today. Thank you very much and best of luck to all of you.
Thank you, sir. That was a very informative talk, and this undoubtedly has guided our participants on their path to their success and fulfillment. Participants, if you have any queries, please raise a hand, or you can drop your questions in chat box or Q&A feature. So there's two questions. Ms. Shalini is asking whether non-biology students can become biologists, biotechnologists. Non-biotechnology students can become biotechnologists.
%, yes. There are two ways you are looking into as a biotechnologist. Number one, from education point of view. Number two, from practice point of view. There are a lot of cases where we are looking for people with strong computational sciences background, MSc computer science or BTech computer science, information technology, to work in the areas of artificial intelligence along with the biotechnologists, which means you will work in a lot of projects and areas where biotechnology is one of the very important outcome or a domain. Okay, so there are different ways to look into it. If you want to become a biotechnologist, then it is a good idea to have that type of domain knowledge. But if you want to be a part of biotechnology, you don't need to be a biotechnologist as it is. You can be whatever you are. You can be a computational person, you can be a pharmacist, you can be a chemist, you can be a biochemist, doesn't matter. End of the day, it is what you want to do with your science. So that can certainly bring you to a biotechnology stream.
Career opportunities in abroad for biotechnology after MSc and how to approach it.
Okay, so there are certain facts which normally bothers us in terms of India. Probably this is one of the reasons why this question is coming up in this young mind. Okay, it is not very welcoming thought that India is not contributing from a biological sciences or a biotechnological sciences as good as what we are contributing in the astronomy or computers when it comes compared to abroad. This is one of the reasons why the people who are studying the biotechnology or any biological sciences in India certainly wants to see what is that they can do outside of India. So number one, it is our responsibility to change this, to create a very strong platform for the Indian students to remain in India and contribute in India. That is number one. Number two, when you are getting towards the completion of your post-graduation, please start looking into the specific domains in which you are working. When you are coming towards the end of MSc, you will be doing something called as a master thesis, which means a master dissertation. When you're doing the master dissertation, most of the people who have gone into abroad for higher education or for job, generally the transition happens from their master thesis. So what they do is that they get along or they contact the domain experts who are actually contributing from that particular domain, who are outside of India, whether it is Singapore or Malaysia or US or Europe, whatever country it is. When you're referencing, you contact these people directly and work with them. Please, when you are doing that, please create your LinkedIn profile and connect with them, socialize with them. On one side, you have to socialize with them. On the other side, you have to speak science with them. This combination will make it very easy for you to make a transition from India to abroad to any of the institutions, number one. Number two, it is also a good idea to understand from your faculty, what are the PhDs they have done. If you have 10 faculties, I'm sure Padma Shri will have more than 90%, 95% PhD faculty, if not all. Okay, I can be wrong in that. So talk to your own faculty and find out what are their PhD theses. When you are finding out from their PhD theses, those who have done the PhD, they would have done a PDF. When they have done the PDF, you will easily get an idea how to get into foreign universities through what they have done as a postdoctoral fellowship.
Here,
So
I just want to give one insight, sir. Sorry for interrupting in between.
No
Yeah, actually, Padma Shri, as such, we are providing, we have tied up and we signed MOUs with Indiana University of Pennsylvania and Oklahoma State University and also Harrisburg University, where students will be given an opportunity like a hybrid model. Excellent. Now, as NEP is coming into force everywhere, we can do 3 years here and take a degree, and we can go to abroad and do internship for 1 month. During that internship period, you can understand their labs and your course of interest, and you can lay a platform to go for +1, that is 3+1 post-graduation to abroad. These kind of arrangements we are having with some of the foreign universities if they are very keen to go to abroad. As you said, definitely there are opportunities in India also, but they can do both there and here, and it is student exchange programs and also 3+1 model, where 3 years here and 1 year there. Till they get BSc plus post-graduation, that is MS degree there, and they can continue if they are willing to do PhD there. That kind of arrangements are there, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. There cannot be a better response than this. This is exactly what they wanted to know.
We have one more question. So are we seeing a trend of biotechnology not coming up to the expectation in the job market? Can you also throw some light on difference in job prospect for BSc or MSc and BTech or MTech in biotechnology?
Okay, there are three portions to this question. We'll try to address one by one. Okay, the first portion is whether there is a openness in the job market for biotechnology students. I don't have to actually answer this question because all of you have a device in your hand. You go to any of these job portals, whether it is Naukri.com or IndeedCareer.com, and search for biotechnology jobs, and you give the search term as freshers, right? For freshers in biotechnology, if the number of job posting it is showing in the last 3 months or 4 months, if it is anything less than 5,000, you have a reason to worry. Okay, which means there are a lot of jobs available. Absolutely, plenty of jobs available. When I say plenty of jobs available, then you may have a very logical question that why the biotechnologists are not employed as good as any other candidates, IT professionals, right? So the first reason comes from within. How many times you go and see where are these jobs available? When it comes to IT companies, the IT companies are well within the city, right? When it comes to pharma job or a biotechnology job, it is very important that we need to know that this job is available in the company that is located in special economic zones, and these special economic zones are outskirts of the city. Now, it is a very important question you should ask yourself, whether you are excusing yourself in saying, my parents will not allow me to go to Ahmedabad and work. My parents will not allow me to go to Haridwar and work, Baddi and work, Himachal Pradesh and work, Goa and work. Goa probably yes, but I don't know, but other cities, right? Which means that the barrier is not outside. The barrier is very much inside. Which means if you are serious about your career, the jobs are available. The jobs are not available next door, which is true with the IT companies, because IT companies doesn't need or they don't have to be in the outskirts of the city. They can be a part of the city itself. That is one of the reasons why the proximity advantage is always there. Because of the proximity advantage and because the number we are talking about, when it comes to the number of employees in IT companies, very different from the number of people who are working in a biotech company. So these are some of the reasons why it is disproportionate between IT and BT. That is the first portion of the question. The second portion of the question, whether you are a BSc biotechnology or MSc biotechnology, when you are in BSc stage, in your undergraduate stage, if you are searching for a job, please be informed that the job role what you are getting is a basic one. It is understandable, right? So if you are getting a basic type of job, after getting the job, if you upskill yourself to a post-graduation, then you will have a growth in your career, or you will be stuck. So it is your decision whether you want to straight away start job and then upskill yourself, or you want to remain in what you are joining. When it comes to MSc, the probability of moving up in the job ladder is very high, right? Because most of the times when you are a post-graduation, you are given a critical job and the promotion is also very easy. So this is about the BSc and MSc comparison. When it comes to technology, technology is nothing but the application of science, which means that a basic science people will be employed in that type of job. For example, analytical job or research type of job. If you want to be in manufacturing stream, if you want to be in development stream, then you have to bring the technology part. That is where the BTechs and MTechs comes very handy. So the jobs are based on the skills what you are bringing in. It is not because of the degree. Even if you are going to have MSc, MTech, then you can be used in basic science also, as well as in applied science also. So choose the stream based on what you want to do, whether you want to be in the basic science, exploratory science, or you want to be in the applied areas.
Thank you, sir. There are numerous questions popping out. I think we'll take it at the end of the webinar. So
Yes.
Participants will clarify your questions.
I would request one thing, Dr. Dhanya. If you can just copy all these questions and send it to me as an email, I don't mind responding to it also.
Sure, sir.
Because
Sure,
I
sir.
may have to step into another thing. That's why.
Okay, sir, sure, we'll do that. Thank you, sir, for being a driving force in empowering individuals to navigate the future with confidence and purpose. We are truly honored to have you as part of this webinar. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Anuradha.
Definitely, we will be sending you the questions, and all the participants, you can post your questions. We will send to Dr. Ishwaran, and so that you can have a answer from him, and we will resend it to you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's proceed with the rest of the webinar filled with enriching insights and opportunity to explore rewarding career options. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Anuradha M., esteemed principal of Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences, a renowned institution dedicated to provide quality education and shaping the future of individuals. Madam has her PhD awarded from Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Anantapura in the year 1996. She is the president of Rishi Foundation and director of Rishi Herbal Technologies Private Limited, and also chairperson for Subject Expert Committee in Home Science, Clinical Nutrition and Dietetics, Human Department, Care and Welfare, Government of Karnataka. With a wealth of experience and expertise in the field of education, our principal is here to share the insights on rewarding career options and a walk through scholarship and grants. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Danya, for your sweet introduction. Just I would like to share my screen. Would you be able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Today, we had an exciting talk. It is definitely a challenging task for me to take you through this scholarships and grants after Dr. Ishwaran's talk. I'll try my best within 20 minutes. I'll try to complete and try to give complete information for you, whatever I could able to do. What we are going to discuss, why scholarships and what are the various opportunities in scholarships, and how we can help you as an institution, and what are the success stories of Padma Shri in securing grants and scholarships. First, let us know what is a scholarship. This is a financial support provided for education, and it is awarded based on academic achievements. And this is also a support given to disadvantaged groups and sometimes to achievers and also children of defense. Why we need to give a scholarship to anyone? It is to encourage the meritorious and economically backward students to pursue their higher education, to encourage talented students, and to upbring various disadvantaged communities and groups. Now, let us straight get into this. What are the various schemes available? Now you know that scholarship is the grant or fund or money which you receive to get into the higher education. Who will give it? There are people to take it when there are people to, but you need to know how to approach and who will give it. You have three agencies, three different types of major categories of scholarship schemes. One is central government schemes, state government schemes, and philanthropic agencies like Infosys Foundation. There are many, Tatas and Wipro. There are many people who give scholarship and fund students for their higher education. I want to just give you a glimpse of the scholarships, very, very overview, bird's eye view of the scholarships. The Ministry of Minority Affairs, they give 5 lakh scholarships per year for minorities. Who are these minorities? People who are in a smaller population, Sikh, Jain, Parsi, Christian, Muslim communities, and there are many other communities. You can go through this Ministry of Minorities website. There you can see that they will give merit cum mean scholarships for both professional and technical courses up to 60,000 per year, sometimes more than that, depending upon the institution where you are studying and depending upon the community where you belong to. And you need to apply this scholarship by providing all the details that I will come to later. Then you have Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. The name itself says that people who are disabled, differently abled can secure scholarships here. Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It is for the SC students and people who belong to certain communities are being given with this particular scholarship. For all these things, you need to get into the ministry websites and you can secure the scholarships. Ministry of Labor and Employment and National Ministry of Tribal Affairs. This is for ST students. Department of Higher Education provides merit cum mean scholarship for meritorious students. 82,000 scholarships. See the numbers, mind-boggling numbers. There are many times people are not completely utilizing the scholarships. You need to get into this and try to secure your education, higher education, because as you go up the ladder, there are many expenditures. You need to do internships. Sometimes there are paid internships. Sometimes you need to do certain experiments, which will really help you to innovate something. For that, little money is required. And sometimes you need certain books and you need to go to some places, visit labs. For all these things, scholarships are very, very important. So you need to try to secure scholarships in all these places, whatever I am showing. Now, these scholarship portal, earlier scholarships used to be physical. You need to fill up the application form, get it signed with your principal, and then go and submit in the office. And that has been made very, very simple thanks to Digital India. This is a mission mode project of Government of India where one-stop solution has been provided. This is National Scholarship Portal. You can just type in Google, give me the details of National Scholarship Portal. It gives all the details. Have little patience and try to explore this so that where you fit, which kind of scholarship you can secure, that you need to explore by yourself. And it is a very simplified and transparent system, and faster and effective disposal of scholarships are happening here. And earlier funds used to be given to the college and college used to disperse. Now most of the scholarships are directly given to the beneficiary. If you have paid your fees, then if you upload your fee receipt, the scholarship will directly come to your account, bank account. Delivery of funds is very, very important thing whenever the scholarship dispersal is happening. And for this from this single portal, students can apply scholarships for central schemes, UGC schemes, and state schemes also. Scholarships under UGC AICT scheme, I have given website also. It is, I don't need to read it, but these are all scholarships mainly for girl children. You know, if there is a single girl child, there are 3,000 scholarships. If you don't have any siblings, that you don't have brother or sister, or you are a single girl child, you can secure a scholarship. Your complete fees will be reimbursed. Even for 10th class fees is also reimbursed. Everything is reimbursed. If you are not knowing about it, please know about it and try to secure the scholarship. There is Ishan Uday. This is for northeastern region because it is considered to be little underdeveloped region in India. So there are 10,000 number scholarships and first rank and second rank holders. If you have secured in UG, first rank and second rank for your PG scholarship, it is university rank, not your college rank. Your college is affiliated to one university. There, among all of them, if you secure first and second ranks, you are getting scholarships. And you have Pragati scholarship scheme for girls, Saksham scholarship. There are many, many scholarships. Now coming to state scholarship. When you belong to Karnataka, there are specific scholarships only for domicile Karnataka students or students who are born and brought up in Karnataka. You need to be here for a certain long period of time, then you can secure these scholarships. And these are also made online and you can very cleanly get these scholarships from various departments of government of Karnataka. For this also, it is a single scholarship, single portal where a single window facility is being provided. And this is one prestigious scholarship, that is Inspire Scholarship. Earlier, it used to be two things like KVPY and Inspire. Now both of them are merged and you have Inspire Scholarships for higher education. This is when you are doing a degree in basic science or applied science, when you are doing your BSc or you are pursuing your MSc or you are pursuing your PhD, these scholarships are being given like you have this many programs, SEEDS, SHE and AORC program. You can go to Department of Science and Technology website. There you can see many details, because it is highly impossible for me when there are plethora of scholarships to give all the details in just 20 minutes. Coming to privately funded scholarships, that is corporates, they give, like under corporate social responsibility, they give scholarships under Vidya Sarathi scheme. And these schemes are being supported by various organizations, and also NSDL platform by, this is the platform by NSDL, but it is a government scholarship. Apart from that, there are corporate scholarships like Sitaram Jindal Foundation, Jane Tata Endowment, and sometimes in your father's organization only, they will have, or your mother's organization, they will have Children Education Fund. They give scholarship if you are a meritorious candidate. Try to explore all these things. Coming to bank loans, anyway, you are going to have this central sector interest subsidy scheme. Exclusively on bank loans, there is going to be a talk by a person after me. Ejil is going to talk about these bank loans. Apart from that, you can go to this scheduled banks, which is linked with Model Education Loan Scheme of Indian Banks Association, and also launched by Ministry of Human Resource Development. And you can get into this website also and get these details to secure scholarships or the sector interest subsidy schemes. Now, it is time for me to introduce the institution and let you know what are the success stories integrating with our institution. See, we belong to Padma Shri Group of Institutions. So there are eight institutions under Padma Shri Group of Institutions. Under Padma Shri Group of Institutions, we are Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences. As Professor Rajesh and I mentioned earlier, we are affiliated, some courses are affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, and some courses are affiliated to Bangalore University. All our courses under Padma Shri Institute of Management and Sciences are affiliated to Bangalore University. We are recognized by Government of Karnataka and AICTE NAC accredited, and we are recognized under UGC 2F and 12B. What it means to you? There are two numbers. What exactly it means to you? So what? If you are recognized under UGC 2F and 12B, how does it matter to me as a student? This might be one question in your mind, but these are the recognized institutes by UGC. You might have heard about fake universities, fake institutions. If in UGC website, if the college is not recognized under 2F12B, you have to have your own doubts and questions. You need to really think about the institution, whether it is a real institution or a fake institution. So many institutions are mushrooming. In this scenario, having 2F recognition under UGC really matter to you as a student. It says that the institution is under the regulations of the central government, and our institution is complying with all the regulations which an education institution should have. As a research center, as you know, you should know this. Now research is a part and parcel of your life. When you might think that, okay, I'm not going to take science subject at all. Why should I bother about research? But it is not the case. Research is there in everything. It is there whether it is social or social sciences or literature, anywhere you can do research. You start your life with research. Early morning, as soon as you get up, you start researching in the thing. It is part and parcel of your life. When you are having a research atmosphere, you have a career ladder up, and you can upskill yourself where you can get into good jobs and where your career will be rewarding. And I want to say one more thing, that our institution is one among the 18 institutions identified by Government of Karnataka and Department of Biotechnology to do specialized programs in biotech finishing school, and also later it has been upgraded to biotechnology skill enhancement program. This program is having a unique feature where government is funded our laboratories. Our laboratories are well equipped, and these laboratories you can utilize for doing your studies. And not only that, with this program only, we have introduced a very, very novel subject, that is nutraceuticals and food processing course with the support of government. And this is a course which is really making a lot of job opportunities to students. And also you have interdisciplinary science, where you can do food biotechnology, you can study food microbiology, you can have finally food health. These are the two important things for any living being, right? These are the two areas where we are catering to. We have courses which are related to health, and we have courses which are related to food. Starting from basic sciences, when you talk about health, like microbiology, biotechnology, biochemistry, medical lab technology, hospital administration, we have so many courses, plethora of courses under Padma Shri Group of Institutions. And coming to DDU Kaushal Kendra, UGC, we got selected, only 60 institutions have got selected under DDU Kaushal Kendra. And Padma Shri is one among that. In Karnataka, we are having only 4 institutions which are selected under DDU Kaushal Kendra. We are one among those 4 institutions who are offering BVOC and MVOC programs with multi-exit and multi-entry options. These things you can see in our website. You have all the details. We have food technology and quality management, food processing and nutraceuticals. We have medical lab technology. We have medical biotechnology programs, very, very applied programs. Vocational means you can get job very easily because it is 60% job-oriented skills are taught and only 40% general education is taught in any vocational program. And these programs are recognized by UGC. As soon as you see vocational, don't get scared. Vocational is a higher degree. It is a better degree when you talk about skills. It is now, as NEP has come, all the degrees are same, but even BVOC and MVOC are also affiliated to Bangalore University and recognized by UGC. And these many of our programs, life science programs, and many of our programs are accredited to National Skill Development Council. What does it mean? National Skill Development Council, it is Government of India actually. National Skill Development Council offers a certain curricula which is directly linked to jobs. I will tell you an example. If quality is the major thing which you think about, right? If you are eating a jam, or if you are eating a jelly, or if you are drinking water, or if you are taking a capsule or a syrup, everything quality matters, including your fan, your telephone, everything you look for the quality product. Here we are having one quality biologist, quality microbiologist, quality biotechnologist, quality food technologist programs where you can take a separate exam. This is so that Government of India will be giving a certificate. This is recognized by all the industries. That is one important thing. Only on National Skill Development Council, I can give a 1-hour talk, which I don't want to do it. But still, all of you should be aware that this institution is not only accredited to AICTE or NAC or UGC and Bangalore University, it is accredited to National Skill Development Council, Government of India. And we have several industry tie-ups, many industry tie-ups, more than 200 industry tie-ups, and there are overseas tie-ups too, as I explained to you when Dr. Ishwaran is talking about it. Our journey so far, you can see our journey. It is all the courses what we are having, including clinical nutrition dietetics, microbiology, psychology, environmental sciences, statistics, applied genetics, biotechnology. List is again a very big list. You can see our website to know about the courses. And here are the list of companies with which we are having tie-ups. Then what we do at Padma Shri, I'll take only another 2 minutes to talk about Padma Shri scholarship thing. We have a dedicated scholarship cell and we have registered in a scholarship portal, and students are guided, and we give hand-holding for eligible students because of this UUCMS. Everything is now routing through UUCMS. We are standardizing and optimizing it. Definitely all students will be given with the hand-holding. Every eligible student will be made to apply, and e-attestation officers take care about any hitches or any problems. Coming to success stories, our students secure minority and other scholarships. We prompt them and we take them to do it, and we are about to come out with a separate app where students can really secure scholarships. And we have DST Women Scientist schemes. We have teachers who secured this Women Scientist scheme where during the process they get 55,000 rupees salary per month for 3 years, and also they get 25 lakhs grant to do their research. These schemes, we encourage our teachers and also passed out students, whoever wants to take up these schemes, Our passed out student also did this in IIT. Actually, after passing out, she took this and she did it in IIT. And we have a BT finishing school where 10,000 rupees per month scholarship is being given for the selected students. Exam is an all India level. We have DST Raja Jayanti students. We have VGST SPICE students grant. Every year we get 6 to 10 scholarships to students where a small grant is being provided to do their projects. We have DST SERP PDFs and CSIR summer internships. And this year I'm happy to announce that many of our students have qualified CSIR, UGC and GATE so that they can secure their PhD. While doing their PhD itself, they can get to 28,000 rupees. We conduct a special program, special classes for this CSIR, UGC GATE. There will be an exam at the end of your post-graduation. You need to take that exam. Even while doing post-graduation, you can take that exam so that you can secure your next, what next can be secured there. With this small information, I would like to thank all of you and also Dr. Ishwaran sir and Mr. Ajil, who is going to give details about bank thing. And if you want to take questions, we can take now or after Ajil's talk, whichever is comfortable to the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful and very informative presentation that has truly enlightened the importance of education and shaping career, and also the funding opportunities that is very supportive to proceed with the education, and also for giving overview of Padma Shri Institute and the scholarship grants provided in the institute. Hope our young participants will make utilize of these opportunities. I think we can take a couple of questions.
Yeah, I can see the questions. I will read out and give answers because, ma'am, is it possible I can pursue my career in environmental sciences or geology without maths in class 12? Definitely, NEP offers that. You can take environmental sciences. Along with that environmental sciences, you can choose anything. Computer science, biotechnology, microbiology, genetics. You can choose anything. And you can do environmental science. That is only for 2 years. After that, you can take up only environmental science in the 3rd year, and 4th year you can continue with that. You can then get a degree as BSc Honors in Environmental Science, which are subject you are comfortable with. You can take with environmental sciences without maths. Can a BCA student be a software engineer? Yes, definitely. A BCA student can be a software engineer. You can definitely get into jobs where the job profile itself is called as software engineer. That's all right. Are there questions in chat box also? You can get participant certification once you give the feedback. Please give the feedback, which will be posted later. Job option after MBA food processing and nutraceutical, definitely we can talk about this as a special session. You can get into all food industries, either quality control or production or anything, and you can get into our herbal industries or probiotic industries if you do food processing and nutraceuticals. Standard book list. See, I have given one career guidance thing, and you can send a separate mail if you want anything like this. PPT can be shared. I request our people to share my PPT also to all the students who gives the feedback. Then we will share e-booklet. Yes, we will share e-booklet. Then can we get any participant certificate? I already told. Then, ma'am, when will be the session of 2023 for PG courses will start? It might start from August, not before that, July or August, but you can take the seat now and then confirm your seat so that you'll not go for the last minute rush. I think those are all the questions, and you can go ahead with your presentations, whatever it is scheduled. Then.
Thank you, ma'am, for your thought-provoking speech and for being a guiding light in the realm of education. Your deep understanding of the education landscape and your passion for nurturing young minds were evident in your words. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's with great pleasure I introduce our final speaker for today's webinar, Mr. Ezil, a highly experienced and knowledgeable individual who holds the position of bank manager at Axis Bank, Bangalore. We are truly privileged to have Mr. Ezil join us today to talk on education loans, a boon to make your dreams into reality and provide you with valuable tools to navigate the future. Sir will provide valuable insights and practical advice for individuals seeking financial support to pursue their educational dreams. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Hi, thanks, Danya. Thanks for the warm invite. And before start, I just want to confirm, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hope I'm audible. Yeah, thanks. And thanks, Anuradha ma'am and Indu ma'am for giving me this opportunity for the second time where we have already done this prior. And yeah, thanks really. And before start, Ishwaran sir, that was really a good talk. It was a knowledgeable talk. And to Anuradha ma'am also, we have got some specific informations. Being a banker, though, every day learning something is good, right? It's a part of our study. So yeah, we have got some knowledge on that also. So let me be precise and let me take you through the process, because a brief about myself already Danya has given a brief about myself. And here how it works, I'll be taking you through the process of an education loan and what are the types of education loan. So it's going to be an interactive session. So you will also have some ideas. As said, once after the call, you can have a question and answer survey where I can give you better clarification on how it works. So here, what is an education loan? We'll just check. We'll check on the types of education loan, and we'll check what kind of moratorium period can be given for an education loan, and also what access types of funding we do for customers, because both here abroad and India we are funding. So these are the certain things which we'll be discussing on this call. It's a brief about the session which is going to come for the next 15 minutes. So here, let's start. So here, what is an education loan? So see here, any loan which comes into picture, whether it's a personal loan or housing loan, these are loans which is taken based on the convenience of the customer. But here, an education loan is something which is a sensitive product which we take it for our studies. So either way, it's going to be something which is profitable for you, and in your future, which is going to reduce your burden, which is going to reduce your financial co-applicant's burden, whether it's going to be a father or mother. So this is the structure how it goes. So every bank has types of loans. So there are different types of loans, like a secured loan and an unsecured loan. So if you ask me what is going to be a secured loan, see, it's pretty simple. Where a secured loan is something you pledge a collateral in the form of a property or in the form of a fixed deposit or in the form of certain LICs which your co-applicant has. You pledge that into the picture, and based on that we do a loan, which is an education loan. It's a secured education loan. So on the vice versa, either part, what is an unsecured education loan? It is something where you don't pledge any property. We check on financial co-applicant stability, whether they are salaried or self-employed. Based on their income returns, we'll be able to fund based on scenarios, whether it's abroad or India. So different types of moratorium would be given for each and every education loan. So I'll just elaborate what every bank gives. It's not only Axis gives, which every bank gives. So here we give something called as interest moratorium paying period, principal interest paying period, principal moratorium, and no moratorium. So the difference between these three, for example, if I'm a student who's going to pursue my BCom for the next 3 years. So an interest moratorium, how it works, during the course period of 3 years plus 6 months, you'll not be paying anything. You're not going to end up paying anything. And then your EMIs will be starting with the accumulated principal, which needs to be paid during that period. So this is how an interest moratorium works, which every banks will be giving you, which every public sector banks will be giving you. So the second option is called as principal moratorium paying period. So here how it works, the same scenario, if I'm a student pursuing my BCom for 3 years, 3 years plus 6 months moratorium is given, where only the principal, whatever loan amount you're getting utilized, for that you need to pay the principal. So that is called as principal moratorium period. No moratorium is pretty simple, where in that 3 years period also, once when you utilize anything from the loan amount, you will be having a direct EMIs which is starting from the next month. So these are the three different types of education loan which is offered. And yeah, here if you ask me precisely, like what will private banks give? See, private banks, most of the private banks look into a financial co-applicant stability, whether they are salaried or self-employed. So based on their income, we do a loan. So here principal moratorium can be given and no moratorium can be given from a private bank. So if you wanted specifically this interest moratorium is something which I want due to reduce my family's burden completely, then obviously a public sector bank would be an option. And we are also planning to come up with such kind of interest moratorium paying period, which would be coming in the upcoming future. So and funding part. So how Access funds. So Access has different kinds of funding. See, up to 7.5 lakhs of funding we do, and up to 50 lakhs of unsecured funding we do, and up to 40 lakhs of unsecured funding based on income of the co-applicant alone we do. And secured cases, yes, obviously we do. Secured cases depends on the value. For example, if someone wants to pursue their higher education in an abroad country like US, for a bachelor program, it would cost around 1 CR. So there we check on the income of the co-applicant. At the same time, we'll be checking on their collateral valuation. So based on the collateral which is going to be pledged, that valuation is taken from the legal and technical team from our own Access, which is free of cost. And from there, we'll be planning like what maximum eligibility can be given to that customer. And yeah, this is something about funding abroad. And whichever program which Access is going to fund, we'll be checking on financial co-applicant stability. We'll be checking whether they are salaried or self-employed. And if he's a salaried professional, whether it's your father, mother, or your sibling, the minimum salary what Access accepts is 35,000. If it is more than 35,000 without any obligation, then we can take a call in getting the loan sanction. That possibility is there. And yes, income-based, when I was telling, income-based also works in an unsecured platform where we'll be checking on financial co-applicant stability. So up to 40 lakhs of loan amount unsecured also we do. And one point to add on, as per the talk which Anuradha ma'am has given, she was talking about a product which is going to be 3 years of degree over here and 1 year of degree which is going to be pursued in your abroad countries. So even for these kind of programs, we fund. We fund in a scenario where for the first 3 years in Indian rupees, we get the disbursement done. And when it goes to an abroad education, whether it's dollars or euros, whatsoever it is, we get another sanction which is released at the time of you going before to abroad. And based on that scenarios also we fund. Only thing what banks consider is the stability of the customer. We check the CIBIL of the co-applicant, and we also check their income eligibility, how much it is, and combined co-applicants also we can take, whether it's father, mother. If father is having a salary of 40 and mother is having a salary of 40, if they are requesting for a loan amount of 40-50 lakhs, so combined together we'll check on the obligation, and that can also be done. That sort of funding is also be done. And education loan, another easy thing is like, see, if it is going to be a loan amount which is getting sanctioned of 40 lakh, don't think like 40 lakh is getting sanctioned. So in the start itself, I'm going to have some burden where I'm going to pay something for 40 lakh. Since it is education loan, you go for an institute and all the demand is released from the college. So based on the demand which is released from the college, banks will be able to do the funding. It's not like one shot you're going to take 40 lakhs and you're falling into a trap where you have to pay EMIs or pre-EMIs for the complete amount. It's not going to happen in that scenario. For the loan amount, what you're utilizing, you'll be having your pre-EMIs or EMIs, which is starting from the start if it is a private bank. So based on your utilization, this works. And when it comes to a financial co-applicant, whether your father or mother, they'll be having questions like on what basis this education loan is going to support them. See, an education loan is always a taxable income. So when it comes to the interest part, whatever you have paid, whether it's an EMI option or it's going to be a interest payment option, the interest part, whatever you have paid, you can claim it under tax. It has a separate section which is 80E. So under that section, it can be claimed. So these are the certain things which I wanted to put it across. So obviously I've covered halfway. Yeah, now if any doubts or queries you have, you can put it across, which I can clarify for you. Because your education loan, it works in such a manner, it's going to be interactive more than me giving you the product details. If you ask something, it will be something where you're benefited. Over to you, Danya.
Thank you, sir. That was really an informative talk about education loans and the schemes that you provide to students to pursue their career. I think we can go with queries if there are any. Participants, if you have any questions, kindly drop your questions in. If we apply for education loan, what are process and when we have to pay the EMI?
So yeah, as discussed, see the process is going to be a simple process. As said, it's just a call where we'll be checking on the financial co-applicant stability, and we'll be checking on student's profile, like whether he has completed his PUC, because since this call is most of our targeted audience are people who have completed their PUC, right? So we'll be checking on their mark sheets, we'll be checking on the scoring, what they have done. Most of the banks consider if the student has secured 50%, more than 50% in his 10th and 12th, they consider that scenario. And then documentation can be done. So the process goes like we log in the file. After login, as I said, financial check would be going for that co-applicants. So if his CIBIL is matching, if his income norms is matching, put together, we start the process and we get the loan sanctioned in 10 working days. The maximum part which every bank has is 10 working days. And second question, EMI as asked. As said, there are three types of moratorium period. Interest moratorium period, during the course period, additional 6 months, you're not paying anything, and then your EMIs will be starting. Principal moratorium banks are, principal moratorium is like during the course period, an additional 6 months, it's a moratorium period, but you pay the principal, and then your EMIs start. If it is a no moratorium period, then direct EMIs will be starting. For the loan amount utilized, 50 lakhs, you get your loan sanction, but 10 lakhs is utilized for the first year. Then for that 10 lakh, you're going to pay this principal or the EMIs.
So there's one more question. Will I get loan if my parents are not salaried employed?
See, case to case, it depends. If your father or mother is not salaried, depending on your uncle's salary or aunt's salary, we can take a call, but it should be a secure case, because banks, what they do, they'll check on the risk factor. If father and mother are not salaried, obviously siblings we can check. If your brother or sister, if they are brother or sister, if they are working, we can just check whether their salary is pacifying our norms, then they can come into the loan structure, or else a secured case can be done by taking your father's brother or mother's brother in the loan structure. If their salary is suitable, then we can do the case. It's all time doable.
How much loan can we get for after MSc to go for abroad?
See, unsecured loan based on college categorization, we can do 50 lakhs of unsecured loan. Up to 50 lakhs of unsecured is possible with Axis Bank. Bank to bank, it differs. In Axis Bank, up to 50 lakhs of unsecured loan we do. And at the same time, if you wanted 1 CR of loan amount or 2 CR of loan amount, yes, it is doable. As I said, we check on financial co-applicant stability and the property which you're going to pledge. If your property is having a value of 2.5 CR, in that 85% would be capped. In that 85%, a loan amount of up to 2 CR also can be given.
I think that's all questions about education loan. There are no more questions I can see.
I have one specific question to Mr. Ejil. Is there any provision for you where institution can enter into an MOU and at least some special consideration to students of Padma Shri can give loan?
Ma'am, see, this MOU process can be signed, ma'am, because how it works is like we have tie-ups with lot many colleges here in Bangalore itself. Let it be Reva University, or let it be IIMs, ISBs, or whatsoever. Many institutes we have tie-up. So what we do is like once after signing process, we make a product note in which we can give special rate for that specific customer from your from Padma Shri. If this is done, if Padma Shri is requesting for 9.5 rate of interest, let it be an example, then we'll give you a product note where for each and every courses which you're offering, I can give you the same interest rate. Because your interest rate will be something where repo plus spread would be coming into picture. So repo, though if it is getting high, because repo is linked with the RBI. So if the rates are going high also, if we have that product note for that specific quarter, we will not raise the interest rates. We'll give the same interest rate what is discussed earlier.
Okay. What is the amount for unsecured loans for general BSc or post-graduation? If it is not a professional course, what is the maximum limit you can give for unsecured loan?
Ma'am, for unsecured, up to 40 lakh of funding is possible.
Okay.
In India,
there is
a
question here that ex-serviceman, my father is an ex-serviceman, can I get a loan?
For ex-serviceman, how it works, we'll be checking if he's a pensioner. If he is having a pension income, then any other source of income, or even if it is only pension income, with this pension income, we can do a case, but it should be a secured case. Unsecured banks, what they see is like they will also come into age factor norms. So most banks will not take that age norms risk. So since their age is on higher side, but they will check on the source of funds. And if they are ex-servicemen, obviously they'll be getting pension. So they'll check on their pension value, how much they are getting. From here, a secured case is possible, just with their pension.
When the repayment starts? After
That's
course
what
completion?
That's what repayment asset banks gives you 3 options. Interest moratorium, where during the course period additional 6 months you're not paying anything, and then your repayment starts. If it is going to be a principal moratorium, you have your repayments, but it is just your principal repayment during the course period plus 6 months. If it is a no moratorium, then direct EMIs, because certain customers, in order to reduce their principal amount, they'll ask for direct EMIs if they are financially much stable. So we give direct EMIs as per their request. And another main part, the maximum tenure what an education loan can be given is for 15 years. 15 years tenure we can give.
Any other questions, Danya?
That's all regarding education loan. Any relative apart from mother brother or father brother for loan eligibility?
Okay. For this question directly, I can say it's no, because as per our policy currently, we take father's brother or mother's brother in the loan structure. But I will not say like not all the banks will have this scenario. We also have certain banks who can take mother's sister or mother's aunt, like kind of one-step relation can be taken from other banks. But Axis, they don't take. As per current policy, we don't take.
Okay. So thank you, sir, for answering all the questions. And I think participants have really benefited from this
Yeah.
talk.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, ma'am, and Indu ma'am also for the special invite, because calling a person for the second time, I'm really overwhelmed by giving this to your films. And yeah, that's the thing. Thanks a lot. If anything other is there, you can reach out to me anytime for any queries regarding to education loans, since I take care of Bangalore completely here. So it would be helpful for you people. Any doubts or queries?
That's really sweet of you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This is a gentle reminder to all the participants to fill the feedback form to get a free e-booklet and also certificate about the scholarships and career guidance. So make sure that you enter the right email ID, so that if there is any spelling mistake, then you may not receive e-booklet and certificate. So kindly fill the feedback form now, and so that you'll get the e-booklet and certificate by Tuesday or Wednesday. So as we near the conclusion of this webinar on rewarding career options, it is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of all the organizing team. Our heartfelt gratitude to esteemed speakers, Professor S.S. Ishwaran, Dr. Anuradha M. and Mr. Azil, who have generously shared their expertise and insights with us today. Your presentations have been enlightening, thought-provoking, and inspiring, providing a deeper understanding of the various facets of rewarding career options. We are truly grateful for your valuable contributions and the knowledge you have imparted. Also, I take this opportunity to thank Mr. T.K. Narayanappa, Managing Trustee, and Mr. Satish, Chairman of Padma Shri Group of Institutions, for the constant support and guidance. I extend my sincere gratitude to our Director, Dr. Rajesh Shenoy, for gracing us with the presence and delivering an inspiring message. I would like to appreciate all the participants for their active engagement, insightful questions, and valuable contribution throughout the webinar. Also, I would like to acknowledge the entire organizing team for their hard work, dedication, and meticulous planning, which made this webinar possible. Once again, thank you all for joining us today. We hope this webinar provided you valuable insights, inspiring meaningful decisions, and foster connections among participants. So let's begin our journey of exploration, learning, and collaboration. We look forward to your continued participation in our future endeavors. Wishing you all great success and fulfillment in your professional journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The meeting will be open for 5 minutes until they access the feedback forms and
Yes.
arrange it up.
So those who have not given the feedback, please to give feedback. Participants, those who have given the feedback, they can leave.